Look at this. Minus 32. A lot of footprints along the trail here. I believe they're coyote prints. So they were here recently. All right. Okay, so I'm at the trailer. It doesn't leak. The metal roof keeps everything out. As you can see, the roof is perfectly dry. Everything is totally dry. Everything's just the way I left it. There's no... Now that snow is really good insulation. There's little deer prints. Not very big. Coyotes and deer come out of that forest there, and but I'm not too concerned about the deer. It's all ice storm damaged trees over there, and I think this is a good spot. So I already know that it's warm in here and I can stay in here. Okay, so let's see what's going on in here. Everything looks good. And I always check for if anything got in, like rodents or anything. I mean, with the snow, it's actually more soundproof. Minus 12. I'm closed in here. Minus 12, but it's going to rise pretty quickly. There was a lot of comments on this trailer. I guess it's the idea of the cardboard because, yeah, who'd want to stay in a cardboard box? The door doesn't seal completely, so it's fully ventilated. There's a window that actually opens. I guess I didn't show that. Let's give it 10 minutes. It's about 10 minutes in. Let's check. Temperature went up 12 degrees. It was minus 12 when I got in here. I'd have to stay in here a lot longer to actually get it to go up more, but it's quite comfortable. This is definitely a better option than a regular tent. This was just a side project. I kind of threw this together really quick while I was actually building some e-bikes and other things. I had no idea that this would get that much attention. All right, so let's get into the build of this trailer. We got to go back in time because I built the trailer about a year ago at least. So now it's the second winter. I'm going to show you exactly how I put this together. It's basically a full DIY, so let's get into the video. So this is a sad little bike trailer that was found at the curbside, and someone was using it for, I don't know, they have inner tubes on there, clamp right onto a bike, an inner tube. Who would have thought? I'm not new to bike trailers. This is something I did before YouTube. We used to move engine blocks with that trailer. So I'm going to use whatever I have laying around to try to build myself a little camper. 2x4 I ripped in half. Looks like it's about 6 feet. Bolt these 2x4s on and work my way off of this. These are just bed slats. They go underneath of a bed box spring, and I'm reusing them for the trailer. Try to space them out evenly and then attach them. So I got to put the corners in. So I'm thinking just use these pieces of slab that I cut. All right, so I just brought over some slabs. So slabs are cut-offs of logs, and this is the unwanted stuff. So if I went to a local sawmill, I could buy these fairly cheap. I actually got these free. This thicker one here, I might be able to get a couple boards out of it. Take those, rip them here on the table saw. All right, so now I have sort of a usable piece of wood. Now what I can do is I can chop this down and make it a little smaller. It's starting to look like something. Now I'm gonna have to put some pieces on the top. Okay, so I'm gonna do a test run and see. Maybe that'll help hold it. Let's take it for a run, see what happens. All right, so it does work. The length of it is a bit of an issue. It's dragging on the ground. If I put some larger tires on here, then it wouldn't be so bad. Or I adjusted the hitch, a drop down, then that would work as well. So lots of options. It's best to keep the hitch universal so I can put it onto any bike. I'd have to flip it over and see if I can get these wheels off. All right, so I adjusted the hitch. I added this piece of metal on here. All right, so that works great. This tows very easily. So I had some old plywood laying around. I thought plywood would be the best on the floor. So I have all these thick cardboard boxes. I was going to throw these boxes out. I had these boxes from mattresses. Instead, I kept it nice and thick. So this is the perfect project for this. Until I get some plywood onto the side of this, I'm just going to use cardboard. Thick plastic that I could use also. I don't want the flaps. And staple it on. So the cardboard is really easy to work with, and it's quite strong. This stuff is quite thick. Oh yeah, look at that. That is perfect. So it's one large solid piece of plastic. I might as well use it for this project. So it might last a couple of years. I don't really know if it's UV or not. It looks like a greenhouse. I've stapled and taped. Very nice. I should use tuck tape on there, but I don't know where the tuck tape is. So it is wrapped up nicely. I'm screwing this down like this, but I'm gonna have to put some sealer on this. It's actually, it's pretty light. I can pick it up and flip it over, no problem. Plastic's touching a little bit, but I can see where it's touching. For all that material, all the wood, it is pretty lightweight. Unfortunately, there's negative tongue weight, so it's always going to be pulling up on the bike. It's kind of the opposite of what I want. You know, it's unfortunate the wheels are so far up. There's really nothing I can do, but I might try something. Line the walls with packing foam. So this foam was from Flat Pack Furniture, I believe. It's 3/4 inch, so it's not very thick, but it works absolutely perfect in here. Just kind of puzzled it together, and on this side as well. So it's kind of rough, but that's okay. What I'm going to do is line it all with cardboard now, and yeah, it's starting to look like a little freezer box. And I've got foam on the floor as well. This is packing foam as well. So it's about 3/4 of an inch. So I put dualies on this. I didn't know if it would work. This is the original bicycle trailer wheel. And then this is the wheel that I installed. Very simple design. It's just a piece of angle iron on one side. And then I've just used some recycled metal to tie in. I just put this together very quickly. It just popped in my mind because I didn't want the traditional piece that comes out like this that I've built before and I've seen other people do. I just thought that this was an easier way of doing it. So I'm going to test out the trailer. We're going to take it for a little run, see how it works. Way too heavy with the snow to move this, so I'm gonna get the snow up. Ice too. Frozen to the ground? I don't think so. The legs were frozen into the ground. I did this again. Oh, I bent it. That's why I wouldn't move. Little things that I forget. I totally forgot to take the feet off. They were frozen to the ground. I keep breaking them. I'll just have to make some more. I bent this one. Look at that. Okay, so let's push this thing out. Oh, that was really stupid. Oh, it pushes. Pushes no problem. I have to reduce some repairs now to handle. I'm just pushing this with one hand, so it's pretty easy. minus 30. Okay, I gotta fix the handle. Oh, it's cold out here. Look at this. Let's get in here. Minus 32. This is the coldest I've ever been in here. I can feel the cold. I would definitely need a blanket.